Welcome back to Fire Force Anime Review. I believe this is episode. I'm trying to think. I think it's 4. No, it's 5. Yeah, because the first one covered the first 4 episodes. Second one, 5 and 6. The third was episode 7. 4 was episode 8. Yeah, this is episode 5. Yep, this I'm just covering episode 9, which is the Spreading Malice. Now, apparently, there were 2 more chapters released in the manga. I haven't had a chance to read them yet. I'll probably review them in a special, and I probably will, starting with the next episode, review them regularly with the actual episodes themselves. This episode pretty much finishes up chapter 28. Yeah, it does. The rest of chapter 28. It goes to the entirety of 29, 30, and it gets to the first 13 pages of chapter 31. Does not finish it. I do not know why. It just doesn't finish it. And it does pages 9 through 12 and 5 to 16 of chapter 32. That's basically it. Now, the chapter starts off basically with a flashback. Basically, you have Tamaki just thinking about a mission she went on with Lieutenant Rika, which apparently this flashback is actually from chapter 30. Yeah, it lasts about 2 pages in the actual manga. In the episode itself, this takes about 3 minutes of the episode, which it's fine. It's just basically Tamaki with the 3 lieutenants just taking out an inferno. That's pretty much what the flashback is. Yep. My guess is probably next week they'll probably cover the rest of it. They actually skipped our pages 30, 31. And of course they also cut out the episode, the little panel of when Rekka basically is standing up like an old slasher villain and hits Shira. And they fight for pretty much almost the entire episode, which is very well done in the series. Now, there's the usual thing of Tamaki basically where she has bad luck. Where in the manga, when apparently Rekka basically accidentally burned her clothes, he pretty much burned her down to her underwear. In the anime, they keep it a little more decent. Yep. Also, they still have it in both the anime and manga where Shira, when he actually runs to first runs to her, he basically while fighting he gets knocked into her chest, and then he accidentally takes off her skirt, and he's knocked over, and he accidentally just kisses her on the cheek. Yeah, by complete accident. Yes, I thought that was hilarious. And I appreciate that the anime actually had a kissing sound effect to the actual thing. Yeah, it's just so funny. Tamaki's antics is so hilarious. And they fight for pretty much most of the episode until when the other lieutenant's the one who can turn fire into ice. Yeah, he basically freezes Rekka until he's basically frozen over. And says, okay, we're going to take this guy to interrogate and see what he knows about the evangelist. In the manga, they refer to him as the preacher. My guess is the evangelist is probably a little more decent of a name in the dub. I'm not sure how to pronounce the name in the sub, but in the dub, it's pretty much the evangelist. My guess is they probably thought evangelist is probably good for a villain name, not in the case of a preacher. Yeah, that's my guess is that's all Funimation is doing. That's probably not the show's fault for that. That's the dub thing. And then we see 2 snipers, and these 2 are from the manga. Yeah, these are basically their antics take up most of chapter 31 and like a few pages of chapter 32. Yep. And let's see what else. Yeah, then pretty much they just right afterwards, apparently she was punished. But the next thing you know, we have after the credits, we have Shira going back to Company 8. Reports he's basically seeing the captain, the lieutenant, the woman who Arthur calls an ogre. I don't remember her name. It's I'm trying to think what was her name. I know she's actually one of 2. Yeah, Iris is in the episode for a quick little cameo. I think her name is Mika. Yeah, I think her name is Mika. Yeah, she's in the episode for basically the last bit. That's when we find out Tamaki is there, and you have Sheer asking for her number, and then he reveals, yeah, he basically convinced Juggernaut to ask her for the number for him. Yeah, it's implied in this particular scene. If you with the exception of the whole thing of basically him asking her for her number for somebody else, it's implied she might be actually attracted to Shiro. Nothing much is available on this by the fact she might be attracted due to the fact he accidentally kissed her on the cheek. That's probably the only. That's probably how she probably fell for him. Yep. Now it's odd though they cut out like a lot of chapter 31 and basically almost the entirety of chapter 32. My guess is these particular portions probably adapted for next week's episode, but I don't think they're going to. Well, I think it would kind of dumb for the anime to ignore this other thing happening from chapter 30, 31, 32. Because week's episode is called The Promise. Yes. Maybe they're going to adapt they're probably going to start out the episode with the stuff they skipped over from this episode. That's my personal guess. But this overall was a really good episode. It does kind of wrap up the arc, but it really doesn't because there's a large portion, like, I would say a little over, like, I would say if you look at it, because each chapter's about 18 pages, there's like 6 pages from like chapter 31 that were skipped over, plus like, I think it's like, because let's see, about 13 pages from chapter, they might start with these 2 chapters, and they probably might go through like 33, 35. That's probably what my guess is probably for next week's episode. So I think next week probably will be the definitely be the end of this particular arc. That's just my personal theory when it comes to this, but I gotta say, really good episode. So yeah, that's it for this particular review. I have roughly about a few more videos coming today. Next, I'm gonna review One Punch Man, and then a review of the newest episode of Case Closed. After Case Closed, I'm gonna finish up Triple X Holic Season 2, do my review of that. And then after that, I might do a couple of videos today, but after that, that's pretty much it for today. So overall, aside from this one, there'll probably be about, I'd say about 4, 5 more videos after this one. Okay? But see you next few. Bye.